YouTube, what's going on? What's good? I'm back with another video as usual. So right now we're doing a drop-in hook. We're gonna drop this empty trailer and we're gonna pick up a trailer that has recycling in it, and then we're gonna go bring that recycling to go get unloaded in New Hampshire. Right now I'm in Westwood, Massachusetts. Now a lot of times they don't hear me right here. So a lot of times I always have to sneak around this side to see if they see me. Crazy. And I have to do this every time. Like right now I can see the guy in the forklift. Yeah! Yeah, so I have to do this every time I come here. So, you know, I already know, I see my trailer down here, so I already know what trailer I'm getting. So what I do when I'm here is I drop my empty trailer, I go pick up my loaded one, and I go park it somewhere, and then I pick back up the empty trailer and put it in a door in which I took out the full trailer, and then I connect back to my full trailer and I go. I don't know why they don't have yard jockeys here to do all this for us, but it's just extra work. So he's seen me, but ain't nobody at the door yet. This is crazy. So I'm gonna go and flag him down again. So it looks like they're just over there talking. Crazy. So I gotta flag him down for the second time. He's coming. Yeah, picking up APC. Yeah. APC. All right. That's all set? All right. I got the paperwork in the back? Yeah. All right, appreciate it, man. So, when I come here, I could normally just grab the trailer. Well, not grab it, but go drop this one. But to not set myself up and jump the gun, I always check in first before I make any moves, because who's to say that trailer is even ready? So he said I'm all good to go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swing around and I'm gonna station this trailer right over there by that trailer, and then I'm gonna pick up my loaded, I'm gonna pull it out of the door, and I'm gonna station it right here on the corner, and then I'm gonna rehook to the empty one and throw it in the door, rehook back to my loaded, and then I'm out. Most of the time when I come here, it's so much, it's a lot of trailers parked over there, so I don't never have space to even do the movement I'm doing right now. I always have to go around and park over there and drop the trailer. But since I got enough space, this is working out perfectly. Yeah, I think they should get a yard jockey to work here. So that way when we drop trailers, we could just pick up our trailer and go. We could just pick up our trailer and go. And, you know, they could just throw the empty trailers in the doors. I don't know why they won't do that. Well, I got a reason, I got a hunch. They ain't trying to pay nobody to do it. They just say, you know what, the drivers could do all that. But I got plenty of space right now, and there's no other truck here yet. So, it's cool. It's cool. There's a Jeep all the way back there, so I just gotta pay attention to it. All right, I think I'm far enough to where I could unhook it from right here. So I got my empty trailer, I'm gonna drop it right here. Then I'm gonna connect to my loaded, and I'm gonna pull it out, and I'm gonna station it right there on the side. And then I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna come back around, and I'm gonna connect back to this empty trailer, and I'm gonna swing out, and then I'm gonna park it right back in there, and then connect back to my loaded, and I'm out of here. This seems like a lot of work. It's not a lot of work, but it's just, unnecessary work when there could be a yard jockey doing this. And I always think about it every time I come here. I don't come here that frequently, but when I do come here, I always think about it. I say the same shit. Should be a yard jockey here to do this. But nah, they want us to work. And I'm going to release. So I dropped the trailer. So now we're gonna back up and we're gonna pick up our loaded one so we can pull it out the door. Yeah, that's a little bit too high, so I'm gonna have to go lower it a little bit. All right, so we should be good now. Should be good now to back in. Yeah, I hate when I have to crank it down. They don't know how to drop the trailers right, so it forces me to do extra work. So all I'm doing is pulling out this loaded trailer and parking it so I can put the empty one in here. So I'm not even gonna put my electrical lines on. I'm not going on the road. It's just extra work I ain't trying to do. Also, I'm not gonna crank the land and get all the way up because I'm gonna have to drop it again. So what I usually do is just lift it a little bit off the ground. That should be good. And then I pull out. So this started out as an okay day. And for some reason, I'm noticing that my crank handle, no, my release arm, it doesn't move, it doesn't shift, it doesn't slide. And when I slide under to try to get to my, to try to lock in with the kingpin, the locking jaws they don't lock around the kingpin at all. And it doesn't matter how many times I try to back up. I'm trying to see if I can figure out what the issue is. For some reason, it's just not latching. I was able to latch on to my empty trailer this morning. Just look, it just doesn't move at all. So, some way, somehow, me backing under this trailer fucked something up, but I don't see what could have been fucked up. I mean, it's just always something. I swear to God, it's always something, but I don't know how I'm gonna resolve this issue. You can see that it's stuck, even with the hammer. I try to use my hammer to move it, it's still nothing. So I'm just gonna figure out what I need to do from here then. So I'm not gonna be able to take this to get loaded because I can't. There's something wrong with my release arm, my locking jaws. They're stuck in the open position. They won't latch around the kingpin. So I'm gonna have to bobtail back to the yard so it could get looked at. And I don't know if I'm gonna get another truck and come back and get this, or if I have to go to the shop and sit around and see what they could do to fix it. Probably most likely go to the shop, I'm not sure. But either way, I'll update you later in this video. So I'm at the yard right now, and the mechanic, he's working on it. So what happened was when I was backing under the trailer to pick up the loaded one, I bent the release arm backing up, which I didn't realize that's what happened. I'm no mechanic. So I ended up bending the release arm so it wouldn't release or it wouldn't lock in. So the mechanic had to take off the release arm. He had to take it off. Then he had to go and get it straightened out because it was so bent to the point he couldn't bend it with just the heat. So I'm back at the yard right now and I'm waiting for him to come back with it. and he puts it back on. So we'll see how this goes. So my fifth wheel is now fixed. Well, it wasn't necessarily the fifth wheel itself, it was the release arm. So what I had did, you guys, is I forgot to put my airbags back on, because when I pull from a trailer, I always dump my airbags, and then when I get out of the trailer, I put them back on. So what I did was, after I pulled out of the last trailer, I forgot to put my switch back on, and I ended up fucking up my release arm because the trailer was so low. So it was fixed though. It took about 3 hours to get fixed. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to take that load to New Hampshire. But I do have an empty trailer on my back right now, so I'm gonna do a drop-in hook. So I'm gonna drop this trailer, and I'm gonna pick up another trailer that has recycling in it. So right now I see one of our trailers in the door, and I see another one over here. So I don't know which one I'm gonna take, because it just all depends on which one he tells me to take. We're at Lilly right now in Northborough, Massachusetts. But man, that shit had me going crazy. I was nervous as fuck, because I'm like, damn, how the fuck did I do this? And I couldn't understand how it happened. And then I just was replaying everything in my head of how I did it. I'm like, there it go. There it go. I forgot to put my switch back on. So I don't know if I could squeeze up in this. I could squeeze here. It's real tight, but as long as I set myself up good. Yeah, man. So normally when I come here, what I do is I drop my trailer, and the yard jockey comes and he tells me which trailer I'm taking. So I'm probably gonna take that one, unless he wants me to grab the one out the door. So I want to get nice and straight to get up in this spot, because this is a tight one. Gotta take my seatbelt off for this one. Seatbelt be choking me, man. They let go of me, be strangling me, holding on to me for dear life. Yeah, this is a real tight squeeze, but I know I could get in there, but it's just gonna suck, because when I get in to go, when I go to crank the trailer down, it's gonna suck because it's gonna be way too tight. I cut it a little bit too tight over that side. Little bit too tight. There we go. Now I should be good now, without turning it too much. Yeah, that's like a habit that I still have from when I was in school, oversteering. Like, for some reason, I still have this habit of just steering the wheel so much, but when you don't even really have to do that. You don't have to go crazy steering, just to get your trailer to be headed in the right direction. Small movements is fine. As long as you're going slow, paying attention, you're good with small movements. Yeah, this was very tight. Woo, tight. Tighter than the Virgin. But I'm in there, man. In there like swimwear. Normally by now, the yard jockey would have came up to me and let me know what trailer I'm taking, but he's over there doing something. So I'm quite sure when he gets on this side to go drop that trailer, he'll let me know. So yeah, I'm gonna go drop this. So he just let me know he's taking that trailer because they're still loading my trailer up. So they're gonna take some bales out of that trailer. He's gonna throw that trailer in the door. They're gonna take some bales out of it and they're gonna put it in my trailer, so that way I have a full load. So I don't know how long that's gonna take, but I'm gonna drop this for now. So I am taking the one in the door. Man, it's nice out here today. Woo! Makes me want to go light the grill when I get home. But you see what I mean when I say it's real tight? Like, this is from my eye view. And right now, you can see my body is at a sideways angle. Like, I'm big enough to where I could, I thought I was. I'm still not big enough yet. So I have to work on my side. And look at our crank handle. Looks good, looks good. So I shouldn't have any more issues. Pulled out nice and easy. So now it's fixed. So now I'm gonna dump my airbags. Not gonna hear it. Now I'm safe to pull out. Nice and smooth. And now I'm gonna activate my airbags again. So now I should be good. So what I'm doing now, I'm just staged in front of this trailer until he lets me know that my trailer is done. And I'm just gonna go yank it out the door. Yeah, wasted too much time today, man, over a stupid, silly mistake. So if you can learn anything from this video, learn from this mistake I made today. Whenever you deflate your airbags, always make sure you inflate them back once you pull away from your trailer. When you drop your trailer, make sure you don't forget to inflate once you deflate, because you don't want what happened to you happen to me, and you fuck up your release arm and your locking jaws. It's crazy. He had to take off the whole fifth wheel in order to get the jaws unlocked. Not only did I bend the release arm was bent, so that needed to be. He tried to use a torch, and he tried to use the torch to heat it up so that way he could bang it straight, but it needed a lot of work. So he ended up taking it down the street to a shop to get it straightened, and then he had to take off the fifth wheel in order to get the locking jaws to release. It was just a lot. All that took 3 hours, a lot of work done to it. Crazy mistake that could have been avoided if I just would have been paying a little bit more attention. So this is definitely a lesson learned. It's the first time it happened. I never had this issue before where I forgot. Normally, muscle memory would, I would automatically do it without even hesitating because I'm so used to doing it. But for some reason, I forgot this morning. I take accountability, 100% my fault. But mistakes happen, shit happen, then you flush it and move on. So it's just a learning experience. So don't do what I did. So the yacht jockey, he ended up stationing my trailer. So it's right here. Nice and easy for me just to get it. So there's my trailer right there. I will have to go around to the back and shut the doors. But I do appreciate him setting me up. And I got the paperwork right there on the back of it, so I do appreciate that. So I did my tug test. Everything's working as usual. Got my paperwork. So now I'm just gonna connect. Well, I mean, I'm gonna collect the trailer, but I'm gonna connect my lines now. Go raise my landing gear, shut my doors, and that's it, man. It's my least favorite thing. Cranking the handle. I wish there was some kind of button where you could just press it and it retracts. So that way you don't have to do this. But I understand why it's not mechanical. Some things are just better old-fashioned. And that's all that's it, you guys. You already know what to do. Drop down in them comments, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.